Entire generation and even multiple generations have been lied to regarding work-life balance, and this is how. So many people have been conditioned to think of work-life balance as this magical thing that you strive and you strive and you strive to achieve, because supposedly once you're able to achieve work-life balance, you'll be happier. Life is just going to be perfect from then on. You would have this beautiful balance between working enough and living enough. But very quickly we realized that this just isn't possible, because the truth is that the harder that you struggle to achieve work-life balance, that is also some kind of balance that you are trying to find, and it all just gets very confusing, because sometimes you're working too much and it's not enough of the life stuff, and sometimes you're living too much and it's not enough of the work stuff. It's like, where exactly is the balance? So allow me to introduce to you work-life harmony, because there is no such thing as work-life balance. While in theory work-life balance seems like an amazing concept, this beautiful balance where you have just enough time for work and just enough time for life, in reality it's just not possible, or it's not very realistic to imagine that you will be able to balance up the time that you work and the time that you want to have a life. There will be times, just like any other thing in life, there will be times when you need to put in the extra effort at work, and there will be times when you need a little extra time for your personal life. Sometimes you have personal emergencies and work is just like the least thing on your plate, and you have to focus on yourself, or focus on family, or focus on a special loved one that needs your attention at that time. And sometimes work is just crazy. Imagine you're having a lunch, imagine something very important is happening at the office. Are you just going to be like, oh yeah, I need to be able to manage my work-life balance, so no, I'm checking out of that? It just doesn't work out in reality. And the truth is that so many people spend months and years and they feel so bad because they feel like they are failing, because they are not able to achieve something that really isn't achievable and isn't realistic. The truth of the matter is that you need to find a harmony, beautiful harmony between working a good amount, living a good amount. Sometimes you realize that you need to work more and live less. Sometimes you realize that you need to live more and work less, and that's just how life is. And the truth is, once you come to this realization, and once you're able to accept that that is a beautiful harmony, rather than just constantly thinking that you are doing bad or you are in the wrong because you're not able to achieve a balance that doesn't exist, you become more happy and you become more peaceful. So try to focus a little bit more on making your workplace a habitable place, making your workplace a place that you actually like, a non-toxic area. And then the same thing for home as well, because when it comes to things like happiness, setting boundaries, communication, these things apply both at work and at home, because some people struggle with boundaries even in their personal life. It's not just about work-life balance. That's another thing that work-life balance seems to forget, is that not everyone kind of desires that kind of balance, and it's not going to be the same for every single person, and it shouldn't be the same for every single person. What matters is that you find a place where you're able to establish environments, whether it's at work or at home, where you're happy, you're communicating well, and whenever you are faced with challenges, you are able to conquer those challenges. So please let go of the myth of work-life balance and begin to embrace the harmony of living and working. And that's just life, and that's the beautiful harmony that we need to accept.